Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is currently 9 a.m. I went on call at 7 a.m. As of right now, I am the fourth person to be called for a 2, 3, or 4 day, and I'm on call till 7 p.m. so definitely gonna get used. It's just a matter of when and where they're gonna be sending me. I told you guys I don't usually bid for stuff when I'm on reserve. I just let them call me, so that's kind of my plan today. So we're pretty much ready. I'm probably gonna straighten my hair. And then I have a pizza in the oven right now just to have some kind of food to take because I didn't meal prep this trip. So I'll have that pizza. And then I do have a container of leftovers from last night, but that's pretty much it food-wise other than like snack stuff. So I'm pretty much ready to go. Just gonna see what time they call me and where they send me. They short called me. And like, it's a bad short call. Like, it's not like 5 minutes after sign in. What in the world? This person was just on the completely, like, going on my side of the road, and there's not anything obstructing their lane, so I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, so the sign in is at noon. They called me at 10:21, so my sign in is not until 12:21. Boarding for that flight will be at or the flight is supposed to leave at 1, so boarding for that flight is going to be 12:25. So yeah, that flight's not going to be leaving on time, and everyone's going to be looking at me thinking I'm late. But yeah, and that trip came open 15 minutes before noon, and so I started getting ready because I knew they were going to call me for it. And then 12 rolled around and they still hadn't called, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit here until they call me because I'm not gonna go to the airport in case they end up giving it to a standby. And I waited and waited and waited, and then they finally called me at 10:21. So love this for me. I got to the airport a little early, so we love that. I was able to heat up my pizza before we boarded. I was starving. Then we flew into Dallas and had like an hour and a half sit, but we got to stay on the plane. So I just watched Pretty Little Liars and ate some Sour Punch bites. Don't judge me. Then we went from Dallas to Sacramento, and that flight was actually pretty light, which was surprising because everything lately has been so full. I started reading It Starts With Us because I already read It Ends With Us. I honestly think I like this book a little bit better. And then here's the large luggage statue thing, I don't know what you would call this, that everybody takes their picture with in Sacramento. We just got to the hotel. It is 7:09 local time, which usually these trips you don't get in until like 9 or 10 local time, and so you're just so tired because it's like midnight, 1 a.m. your time. But it's so early, and we were all kind of like, wait, we're getting in at a decent time? That's crazy. So we're all gonna go get dinner because we were all thinking we were getting in at 9 and we got in at 6. So love that. So I'm gonna change clothes really quick, and we're all gonna go walk across the street and go to some Thai place. We all ordered different stuff. I don't remember what it was exactly that I ordered, but I got mine with mild spice, which ended up being good because everyone said medium was way too spicy. Then we just all decided to go to bed because we were all pretty tired. Had to put my lock on the door, of course. I love that thing. Good morning. It is day 2. I got up around 6:45 and I've just been hanging out for the last 15 minutes. I just went to go get ice so I can have some iced coffee while I relax, but I'm looking out at my view and it is crazy, so I'm gonna show you really quick. First of all, we've got this nice little bench by the window. I don't know what you call this, I don't remember, but it'd be nice to sit and read on a nice day. But look at the fog, y'all. It is so foggy, just on that one side though. Isn't that crazy? But here is my little view. So I wonder if that is fog or like a cloud, but that is nuts. But anyways, I'm gonna drink my coffee, have a little bar, and catch up on my games, do my devotion for the day, that kind of stuff, while I let my other I can't talk this morning, crew members get up for the morning. I know at least me and one of the other ones are gonna go to breakfast at some point. We had a third that said she was gonna go to breakfast, but I don't know what time she'll get up. Me and the other one are already awake, but we're gonna wait and see what time she gets up before we go to breakfast. So I'm just gonna hang out for a little while until then. I've been reading the book of Job in my daily devotions, and it deals a lot with like why God allows suffering, and I've been struggling with that lately, so I feel like it's just been good for me to read it. Then I had some more coffee because it was just one of those days where I needed all the coffee I could get. Did my Spanish for the day. I've been writing it down in this notebook because I feel like that helps me retain information a little bit better when I write it down. Then I played my little merge game for a little bit. Got ready. Here was the fit check. Then we walked to breakfast. It was a beautiful day outside, not too chilly. We went to Sibling by Pushkin's, which is like a dairy-free, gluten-free place. Got the chicken and waffles. We both did. It was pretty good. Then had to do some modules for work. Then watched another episode of Pretty Little Liars. I didn't watch this in high school, so that's why I've been watching it. Because, I don't know, I feel like it was a big show back then. I just wanted to see what it was. Then my TV randomly decided to cut on. It freaked me out a little bit. Then I took a shower, had my little sleep gummies, cut out the light, and tried to go to sleep, even though that sliver of light was annoying. So I'm laying in bed, taking my nap, right? Or trying to take my nap. And I get this banging on my door. And I'm like, what in the heck is happening right now? And so I like sit there for a minute, because usually like if someone's banging on the door, like housekeeping, or like they identify themselves banging on the door, and nobody did that. So then they bang again, and I'm like, what in the heck? And then they start messing with the door. I can hear them like messing with the door handle. So I'm like, somebody's in here, like screaming it, because I'm like, what is happening? And like nothing. They like, I can still hear them out there. So I go and like look through the peephole, which I have my door lock on the door, so like nobody can get in and out of the room unless I undo the door lock. And so I look out the peephole, and there's these two guys, and I'm like, hello? And they're like, oh, security. And I'm like sitting here like, what? And they're like, hello? I'm like, do you want me to open the store? Like, I'm kind of freaking out right now. There's two guys standing out in the hallway, which they did have a uniform on, but I'm like, you can't trust a uniform these days. Like, that doesn't mean anything, you know, like people are crazy and they steal uniforms. So anyways, I take my little lock off, but I keep the like hotel little lock on it, so I like barely crack the door. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, we're security, the door handle is low battery, so we're fixing it. And I was just like, okay. He was like, we don't want to scare you. I'm like, this is after you've been banging on my door and didn't like say anything about that the whole time I'm like in here. So I'm like, okay. So I closed the door and I like put my lock back on, and then I called the front desk because I was like, I need to make sure this is legit before I try to lay back down. So I call the front desk and I'm like, hey, I'm in this room and I just had two guys from security say that they were coming to fix my door because it was like the battery was low or something. And I was like, I'm just calling to see if that's like legit. And so the guy was like, what room did you say you were in? So I told him, and then he asked for my last name. So I told him my last name, and then was like, I'm with the airline. And so he was like, okay, let me give them a call. So he called and he was like, yeah, they were over there, that's legit. I was like, okay. I'm like, that's so random. Why would they come do that unannounced, first of all? And like, I mean, I know it's the middle of the day, but still, that was just like so random that they wouldn't like try to notify me somehow. So I don't know if they thought the room was unoccupied, because that guy was kind of like, wait, what room? You're in what's your last name? Like, I don't know if like something in their system was showing that the room was unoccupied, but I don't know. It was weird, but it turned out being fine. Like, it was legit according to the front desk people. But still, I'm like, great. And now I'm like wired, so I'm not gonna probably be able to sleep for this red eye, which is gonna be tons of fun. But anyways, I'm gonna cut the lights back off and try to close my eyes for a little bit. I think I have like 5 hours till I need to get up to get ready. But yeah, that just happened. It's time to go catch the van. I'm running a little behind, so I don't have time to show you guys my uniform, but basically that's it. The hotel ended up calling me again and said that they just had a hiccup in their system and thought no one was in the room, and that's why those people came at that time. But yeah, let me go catch the van really quick. Our flight back to Charlotte wasn't full either, so I don't know what was going on this trip, but it was kind of weird that I didn't have slamming full flights. Then had the rest of my pizza, even though I scarfed down half of it before I started filming. Then when I was getting off the plane, I was surprised because usually after red eyes, planes are just destroyed, but this one actually wasn't too bad. I had a blueberry coffee cake I bought from the Pushkins and ate that on the drive home, and then also saw the guy I flew with to Cancun. That was a lot of fun. He's running for a union president, so he was standing outside. I got to talk to him. It was dark for most of my drive home until the sun started to rise, and it was so pretty, except for it was behind me. I couldn't see it as much. Then I got home to my little Aussie Moo. I love him. I just got home, but I already changed clothes because I am so tired. I'm about to take a nap. I did end up falling asleep and getting like 2.5, maybe 3 hours of sleep before the red eye. But for some reason on that drive, like as soon as I crossed the state line, I was fading so fast and I was like, oh, I'm just ready to get home. But we made it and gonna take a nice nap, and it's perfect nap weather because it's like cloudy and rainy here and cold. So I'm about to take a real good nap. But yeah, that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, any questions, comments, concerns, you can put them in the comments below. I'll be on call tomorrow. I'm only good for one day, so we'll see if I get used or not. I bid for one of the later call out like times so that I wouldn't have to get up super early in the morning, so we'll see if they let me do that. They might just put me on the earliest one though, since I'm only good for one day. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.